The New Balance SC Trainer 2 on paper shouldn't work for me, but in this video I'm going to tell you why it actually does. What is up, everybody, and welcome to FORDY Runs. And yes, our sort of first look at the New Balance SC Trainer version 2. Okay, people, so if you didn't know, right, if you've been laying or sleeping under a rock, I'm doing the New York City Marathon with New Balance, and I'm doing it with Believe in the Run. The guys that Believe in the Run have given me an amazing opportunity to run the New York City Marathon as part of their team, which is partnered up with the guys at New Balance. Now, as part of that deal, the guys at New Balance were kind enough over here in the UK to send me some shoes to wear through my training, and one of them was the SC Trainer 2. So we've been putting the SC Trainer 2 into the rotation, and I wanted to give you my first initial thoughts, my first feedback over these sort of, first 20 odd miles. Okay, so firstly, let's do some stats and features on this shoe, which I think, by the way, looks awesome. So we've got 40mm stack, which is down, I think, 2mm versus the previous version. But anyway, let me know in the comments. We've got a 6mm drop. It's $180, $179. We've got the fuel cell compound, which has been slightly adjusted, made a little bit lighter. Shoes actually dropped, I think, about an ounce in weight, actually. We've got the Energy Arc carbon plate in the shoe still. We've got this nice high toe spring in it. Fitness-wise, in terms of the way it fits, it's typical New Balance fuel cell. It's a little bit between sizes, so just watch your sizing in it. We've got a gusseted tongue, really nice lacing, really nice comfort around the heel area. We've got decent rubber coverage on the outsole, and that's probably about it. Oh, did I tell you the weight? 282 grams. Okay, so that's the stats and features done of the shoe. Now, previous version of the shoe, I couldn't probably have found a worse shoe for me to run in, and that's simply the fact of the fuel cell midsole, and I've got the Elite here, is so soft, right? Look, let me, if that comes out, look how soft that is, right? Oh, that's not going to help, is it? It is so soft. And in the on the SC Trainer, the first version, it was too much stack and too soft, and it was causing havoc with my legs. Because I pronate, I was basically just wobbling about all over the place in it, and it was causing me real issues. So I just couldn't get on with that shoe at all. But they've made some changes with the 2, which have actually ironed it out enough for me to really enjoy it. Because what they've done is they've stabilised the ride, okay? So we've got a slightly wider platform, I think. We've also got width here in the heel. So before, this was skinnier. These have been widened out. Also, the fuel cell material, I think, right, I might be going mad. It just feels a little bit more resistant to that sort of moving about. The other version feels really soft compared to this. This is still soft, people, right? But it doesn't feel as soft as the previous version. Now, maybe some of that's to do with the stack height. It might be that, right? But really, the whole setup of the shoe, it just works really, really nice in here. It really does. You get a fantastic feedback from this fuel cell, and then you've got the arc plate, which is, you know, moving down. I think it actually starts here and comes down. You get a really nice pop off of it, so you sort of compress, and then that releases, and then it moves you forward. And then with the toe spring, you really get a nice roll through on your stride. The upper's great. I like the weight. It doesn't feel particularly heavy. The outsole's fab. It does a great job, especially when I'm doing marathon training now. I'm down the old canal toe pass, and also when I'm running around in London, it's absolutely fine. It's been great in the wet. So yeah, I mean, this really is a shoe that shouldn't work for me because of 40mm stack on fuel cell, but for whatever reason, it is. And this is one of those super trainers, right, that have come out. It's the sort of crossover from your race day shoe down to your daily trainer. They've taken some of the technology from in here. Obviously, this has got the Energy Arc in it, and they've stuck that into this shoe, which does cross over. It allows you to do your training work, but with the sort of high performance materials that are in those sort of elite shoes that they do. They've added that into now some of these daily trainer or more versatile focused shoes, and I love it. I've got to be honest with you, I really like this shoe. I mean, I really like this shoe. It's so much, I like it so much. Right, get ready for this, because this is a big announcement coming. That right now I'm running that instead of my Super Blast. Now, if you have followed the channel, I'm a huge fan of the ASICS Super Blast, and I'm not saying or going back on my point which I've made, which I still think the ASICS Super Blast is the best marathon training shoe you can buy, right? Doesn't have a plate in it, which I think is a plus. It's just phenomenal, right? But I'm using this, and it's not because New Balance are taking me to New York or anything like that. I'm genuinely using this more probably than I should be, because I just like running in it. And I think you might find the same. You know, it's one of those shoes that it's high in stack, but it doesn't feel that high in stack, and you don't feel that unstable in it like I did in the previous version. I think it's a good looking shoe as well. What do you think in terms of the looks and that? I think it looks cracking. But yeah, it just, I don't know, the daily trainer's really evolved, isn't it? And really, you know, a couple of years ago, would you have ever worn something like this for marathon training? I'm not sure you would have done, but I don't know, there's so many of these shoes out there now, but this really is a great shoe. So look, that's the first impressions, first week of training in the shoe. We're obviously going to put a lot of miles through this, because it's got to get me through my marathon training that I'm doing for the New York City Marathon. So we'll report back, you know, we'll do a 100-mile review on it. We'll probably put it into a race just for a laugh. I might even put it into, I could put it into a 10-mile. I've got a 10-mile race. Could do that, couldn't we? So look, there's loads to think about there. But yeah, so, yeah, I've got that 10-mile race tomorrow. So, okay, anyway, lots to think about. Do I do that? Let me know. Actually, it'd be too late because I would have done it anyway. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we'll do races in them. We'll do longer miles in them. We'll do the 100-mile review, all that sort of stuff. Because at the moment, people, I'm really liking the SC Trainer version 2.